What is BRICS and why should you care? You've heard the acronym BRICS, but what exactly is it? Is it just another global summit, a loose alliance? Or is it the start of a powerful force aiming to rival the United States? From economic ambitions to political realignment, BRICS is one of the most watched coalitions in modern geopolitics. Today we'll break down the history of BRICS, its current expansion, and whether it poses a real challenge to U.S. dominance. The origins of BRICS. A banker's concept becomes global strategy. BRICS began as a term, not a political group. In 2001, economist Jim O'Neill of Goldman Sachs coined BRIC to refer to four rising economies: Brazil, Russia, India, and China. His prediction? These countries could outpace the West in economic growth. By 2009, BRIC became a political reality, hosting its first summit. In 2010, South Africa joined, creating BRICS. Their goal? To reshape global systems that are heavily influenced by the United States and its allies. What does BRICS actually do? Unlike NATO or the EU, BRICS is not a military or legislative body. It's a strategic partnership for economic cooperation. Key initiatives include promoting fair trade between members, creating financial institutions to rival the IMF and World Bank, strengthening diplomatic and technological cooperation. In 2015, they launched the New Development Bank, an alternative to the World Bank, headquartered in Shanghai. By 2021, it began accepting new members like Egypt and the UAE, showing its intent to grow beyond its original 5. BRICS expands. Enter BRICS Plus. In 2023, BRICS took a major step forward by inviting 6 new nations: Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates. This expansion, often called BRICS Plus, unites major oil producers, developing economies, and countries with tense relationships with the West. It's a clear signal. BRICS wants a seat at the table in shaping global policy. Is BRICS a threat to the United States? The answer depends on how you define threat. Economically, BRICS controls about 32% of global GDP. That's significant. But the US and its G7 allies still dominate with over 40%. In population, BRICS leads. In resources like oil, rare minerals, and agricultural output, they are gaining ground fast. Politically, BRICS challenges the idea of a US-led world order. It promotes a multipolar system. Some members are pushing for de-dollarization, trying to reduce reliance on the US dollar in trade deals. That alarms Washington. But internal rivalries, like India versus China, limit BRICS from becoming a tight alliance. The future goals of BRICS wants more than status. They've discussed launching a shared digital or gold-backed currency, expanding trade networks in the global south, leading reforms in global governance institutions. These goals could eventually weaken the economic dominance of the dollar and shift diplomatic alliances. Still, without unity or military coordination, BRICS remains more of a long-term competitor than an immediate threat. Fun facts about BRICS. The 5 original BRICS nations represent over 40% of the global population. BRICS members operate on 4 different continents, more geographically diverse than any other bloc. The New Development Bank has issued over $30 billion in infrastructure loans since 2015. BRICS summits rotate between members, offering each nation a leadership role. South Africa was added to ensure representation of the African continent. BRICS Plus is attracting even more interest, with nations like Indonesia and Nigeria showing signs of interest. A coalition worth watching. BRICS may not replace US influence overnight, but with every summit, every expansion, and every move away from the dollar, it grows more influential. As the US redefines its alliances in a changing world, BRICS is offering an alternative model of cooperation, growth, and resistance to Western control. Whether it becomes a true counterweight to America or collapses under its own contradictions remains to be seen. One thing's clear, BRICS is no longer just an economic theory, it's a geopolitical force. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to subscribe for more deep dives into global history, economics, and world affairs. This has been another fact-filled look from @FavioFunFacts.